Why did you move out without Anthony? I love you. The main reason I moved to England wasn't for Anthony. Situation like all over again. Like we just start fighting again and then we just be like, because we're always in each other's hair, right? So alright, hey guys, and welcome back to today's video. So this is one of the first videos in a while where I'm doing it on my own and I'm like on my own and it's like Anthony's not here with me. So pretty much for today's video, we're just gonna be doing a real Q&A, kind of updating you with my life and just questions that y'all have been having for me. So I've been posting just a lot of stories recently that have been confusing you guys, and there has been quite a big life change happen to me. I think today's Q&A is just kind of like to update everything. So let's just start answering your questions now. So before I do start answering the questions though, I just want to tell you guys that if y'all subscribe, hit the bell, and comment down below the notification squad shout out, I will find all your comments down below this video, and if y'all did all three, I'm gonna follow you pretty much. So I'm gonna go on my Instagram and I'm gonna answer some of the questions that you guys have had for me. Most of them are the same. It all comes back to the same question, I think. All right, so first question, we're already starting off like a bit, you know, out there, but do you want any kids in the future? If so, what would their names be? So I definitely do want children in the future. As much as like I'm a child and like I can barely take care of myself, I would love to have children in the future. And I have thought about this, even though I'm only 19. The thing is, I think about having kids one day and then the next day I'm like, I hate kids, they're so annoying. It's quite like bipolar. I would want like 3 or like 2 kids. I feel like 3 is too much, but I feel like it's a cute number of kids. So I have a lot of girl names. I love the name Alice. I love the name like Bella. And then for guys, I like the name like Cody. Actually guys, in the comments, pause the video and tell me what you would name your children in the future. Boy, girl, both. Tell me. Alright, next question. Nastiest thing Ant has done, not sexual, lol. Thank you for specifying that. That was really needed. So Anthony is a very straight boy. So he will do like a lot of like nasty like straight boy things. He'll like burp and shit like that, but I'm trying to think like a really nasty thing he does. Oh, so this is not really like a nasty thing, but like pretty much it's like really personal, and like I don't know if I should be saying this or not, but it's being said anyways. So every time he has like specific poops, he'll sometimes tell me about it, like no matter what the situation be. Like if he'll tell me how his poops went and he'll like describe them to me if they're like specifically weird that day, or like they're a specific size, or like he'll tell me these things and I'm just kind of like, okay, like thank you for telling me. And like a lot of the times he'll like tell me these stories like over supper and I'm just kind of like eating and I'm like, I mean, it's probably not even the nastiest thing because he does like some pretty like gross straight boy things. I think it's just like one of those things where like we're just really close to each other, so we'll just like tell each other stuff like that. Are you guys gonna use TikTok a lot? So as you guys probably saw, my last video was a video where I tried to become TikTok famous in 24 hours. Did it work? No. I got like 2,000 followers. But actually after I posted the video, I started getting a lot of views. I just want to check right now like as an update to the video. So we're pulling in like 35,000 views and pulling in like 4,000 likes. The thing is, I find TikTok so cringy. Like I don't know about you guys, but there actually are like a lot of TikTok influencers that are like really funny and like will joke about it and like do like funny stuff. If you guys want me to, like in the comments tell me, but I would never do them like, you know, like seriously like how do I like say this? So I think this next question kind of like ties up to the big question that y'all have been asking me, which I'm gonna answer again in like later, but I have a lot of good questions before that one, so stay tuned. Do y'all and Ant argue a lot? I'm gonna go more into this later, and again, like something dramatic in both our lives has happened partly because of this, but I think just like every regular like couple does, like we fight a lot. I mean, not a lot. The thing is like, I'll just go into this topic a bit later. So next question is how to say to my parents that I'm bisexual. I'm scared about their reaction. PS, I love you guys. I love you too. I've given advice about this like a lot of times, but a lot of people still ask me for advice. So I'm gonna like recap in like a minute what I've been saying. So pretty much what I give people as advice to come out to their parents that might not be too for it or like might be like a bit homophobic, what I suggest is just to tell someone that you're close to and that you know won't care. So whether it's a close friend, whether it's a cousin, whether it's a sister, brother, even an aunt or uncle, like just someone that you know wouldn't care or wouldn't care as much as your parents, try telling them, and then maybe they'll give you good advice because they probably know your parents more than I do. Luckily, I grew up in a family where my parents were okay with it. Both my parents had gay, not siblings, but had gay family in their own family before. So they think it's like a gene that keeps recurring in our family tree, which I mean, if gay was a gene, that'd be true. Like if you guys don't specifically know anyone that you know would be okay with it, or you know you can trust for that stuff, even just go like in my comments and post your stories down below. Like a lot of you guys are gonna tell your stories in the comments down below, and a lot of you guys will go help those people in the comments. So if you guys have like stories of coming out, or if you guys want to help people, like just go look at the comments. So if you guys have advice as well, go give them advice. Okay, so favorite TV show, a more chilled out question. Oh my god. So basically I started 2 new shows on Netflix. The first one I finished so quick. It's called You. Basically, You is about like a stalker who like finds this girl and like stalks her and then ends up going out with her. But then like it's a good show. So if y'all have not watched You, it's just YOU, so good. And I have started Sex Education, which is really funny. So it's a British TV show on Netflix as well. Okay, so I know what y'all are thinking, like, Nick, get to the question. I know. This is a good question. So before you knew you were gay, did anyone ask you if you were? I love you so much. I love you too. I'm one of those gays where like it was quite obvious since I was like a kid that I was gay. Like pretty much when I was in daycare, so for dress up, all the boys would pick like all the like Spider-Man costumes and all that, and like the superhero costumes, and I would literally like be with like my squad of girls. Like in daycare, I was like 4 years old and I was like the, what's her name? Oh my god, in Mean Girls, like the main one. What's her name? That's gonna bother me now. I was like the her of the group, and we would just literally put dresses on, like the Disney dresses. So I was dragging since I was like 4. So I think it was quite obvious. But even like my whole life, I've just kind of had friends that were girls because I've always just been closer to girls and I've always just trusted girls more. A lot of the boys, like especially back in the day, because we were like in elementary school, so a lot of the boys found that was weird that I only had girlfriends. So they were like, okay, well he must be gay or something. And then even in high school, people would just ask me low key, like not even to be mean, but a lot of people would just wonder if I was gay or not. And back then I'd be like, no, I'm straight as a stick. So yeah, I did get asked a lot, and I think it's just because of the way I acted. It just sucks though because in my aspects, it turned out to be true that I was like acting girly and like, so it meant that I was gay. But a lot of people out there, are just, girly, have girly personalities and are just very flamboyant and like are out there, and then they'll be targeted as gay in a bad way just because that's the way they act and they're actually straight. So, but like, yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna go on to the big question now because I feel like y'all just don't give a shit about all these other questions. Alright, so why did you move out without Anthony? I love you. I love you too. So as a few of you might have seen, so recently on my Instagram stories and even my Snapchat, I've posted moving out Snapchat. So I've pretty much been posting my empty flat and I'm like, guys, I'm moving out. And by the way, if y'all are wondering, this is not my new house. I wish. But basically, so I moved out. I literally moved out like 2 days ago. So my flat that I was renting out got rented. And I'm just gonna tell the kind of story of why I moved out and why Anthony's not with me. So I'm just gonna kind of like backtrack here and start from the beginning. So Anthony goes to school. He goes to university in kind of like a smaller town outside London, and it just isn't really convenient to get into London. For the last like 5 months now, I've been living in a town where I don't know anyone. I have family and friends in England, but they're all near London and they're all in London. So every time I'd want to go see them, it'd be like just a hassle to get to. Of course, I started becoming friends by going out with his friends, but it wasn't really my friends, and it was always kind of like his friends, and I just kind of felt awkward a lot of the times being there. So that was one of the big problems with living there, is just I kind of always felt alone. Also, a lot of the times he was at school. So when Anthony's at school like pretty much all day and all we do is see each other at night, that was hard on me because then I was kind of home alone all day, just doing videos, just kind of doing content. To a certain point, like YouTube and social media is my job. But when you're in an apartment by yourself, like all day for like a long period of time, like in a city that's not very big, and you know, there's not much to do. Like it gets very, and a lot of people would ask me like, why not just do hobbies outside? But like that town just didn't have my hobbies. So that was a big problem with me moving there. The second biggest problem was, since I was in this small town with Anthony, the person I knew the most in that town was Anthony. That means I hung out with him a lot. We would literally see each other as much as like married couples do, and as much as for a lot of people like that is really cool, and like we were pretty much living like married couples do in a like small apartment, and so it was really hard. There's like a dog. Hi baby. I think the dog wants to come in, and then, oh, this is a serious moment, dog. You can't interact. Come in. Okay, we'll let the dog in. Hey babies. Hi. You guys want to be part of the video? Hey. Hey. So I kind of lost track there, but what was I saying? So I went to bed with him every night. I woke up next to him every night. And the thing is, since he goes to school all day, when he would come back home, he would just be working, and so would I. So even when we did see each other, it wasn't, we were just always with each other, but it was just always a bad time. We were always working. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, so we would see a lot of each other, but it wouldn't even be like proper like couple, you know, like fun. And that's not, I think, it's just not really healthy for like a relationship, especially like as you know, new as us. That was a big factor on why I moved out as well. So there's the town that I didn't know anyone in. Living there for so long, we did go like on a lot of cute dates. We did travel out and went on little road trips, and those were fun. But then at the end of the day, we would just kind of come back to like the flat or the apartment. It'd be like the same situation like all over again. Like we just start fighting again, and then we'd just be like, because we're always in each other's hair, right? So the reason I moved out is for mainly those two reasons. I think I made it seem this way in my first video where I moved to England, but the main reason I moved to England wasn't for Anthony. It was for me to live a new adventure, for me to explore new job ideas here, and to, you know, live my business the best potential in London. And I just wasn't doing that in that small town. So now fast forward like to now, I rented out my flat, and now I'm currently looking for flats in London where I'm gonna have a lot more business opportunities. I have like a lot of friends and family in London, so that's like a lot better, you know, and it's just like a big exciting new city. Like there's so much to do in London. So right now I'm at my uncle's house in near London, so I'm gonna be staying here for a couple of days until I find my own apartment in London. And this is just kind of like almost a break for me and Anthony, just to kind of like, I don't know, as much as like it's sad because like we kind of miss each other, and like I think we just really need this right now. So I don't even know if whatever I said made sense to you guys. The reason Anthony didn't come with me to London and isn't coming with me to London is just because, again, like he has school and he has other priorities in that town which I don't have. And again, we just need that time apart for now, and we just need that time to like. Alright guys, so I'm gonna answer one more question now because that question went on for a while. Hopefully it kind of cleared things up, I don't know. So the last question is quite interesting as well, and it's, have you ever liked a girl? So I know I qualify myself as like gay, and like, oh my god, like I'm so gay. Like I think the reason I call myself gay is because I'm like on the gay side, like I'm mostly on the gay side. But I have had like certain girls that I've actually like had feelings for. So I have liked a girl for one, yes. So this was in high school. I believe it was like my third or second year, and at this point I was still trying to like determine if I was like bi or gay. But yeah, so there was this girl, so we would like literally text each other like all night. Like we would like send each other paragraphs of hearts, and then at school we'd like hang out and go on like cute little dates. That was the first time I like really experienced like talking to someone and like having feelings for them, and like it was just really cute and new to me. Anyways, it didn't work out because I never asked her out, and this other hotter guy asked her out. So like you could tell we both really liked each other, but she was just kind of like the girl that like would not ask a guy out. I mean, honestly, girls should want to ask guys out because a lot of guys are shy like I was. I mean, like I would have said yes, but the thing is I was too shy to ask her out, so it was like a whole thing. So I definitely have had feelings for a girl and like had that crush. So I have had that with a girl actually. Then I started going on to guys and I was like, okay, guys are a lot better, but like I still have had feelings for girls, yes. Alright guys, that's all for the Q&A. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If your question like about my moving wasn't really answered, maybe in the comments if you have more questions on me moving or other reasons why I did it, maybe ask me down in the comments and I'll answer a few more specific questions because I don't really know if I went into proper detail about it. So that's it for the video. Now I'm just gonna go enjoy London and enjoy my life and enjoy this beautiful house. Like, oh my god guys, look at this house. Oh my god, like this is a greenhouse. I'm gonna be updating with you guys on everything like Instagram, Snapchat. Again, if y'all want to follow for me in this video, all you have to do is hit the bell, subscribe, and comment down below. The notification squad shout out, and if y'all do all 3 of those things in the comments down below, I will follow you. And alright, bye.